let's get into part one. One of Capu Crazy 18, innocent, but not so innocent. Let's talk about it. The initial part of this is things that you do not say to people in the early stages of you meeting them. So let's say I'm just strolling down the street, something happens and I happen to meet a really cool Caucasian gentleman. We become friends, we're hanging out, first time, maybe we're pounding a few beers, toking on the reefer, whatever it may be. And then, you get a little inquisitive. And I don't know if people are uncomfortable with alternate races, but we tend to ask innocent, but not so innocent questions. One of those questions I've heard people actually ask is, "Hey, John, I got a question." "What, Carl?" "Well, John, I was wondering, why do white people smell like wet dogs?" Hey, John. Oh, man, John, yeah, look at those broads over there, right? Yeah, I'd bang her sideways. I hear you, John. I hear you, Carl. No problem, right? So I asked oh man, John, dude, I got another question for you, man. How come, all white people are not nice? Now that we've covered what not to say to some of our Caucasian brothers in an innocent but not so innocent way, let's think about the kind of things that you probably shouldn't say to a woman the first time you meet her, right? Now, some people may think it's a great thing, but maybe not. So let's say I'm strolling down the street and I see someone with a very large buttocks passing by. We end up socializing, having a good time hanging out. Might even get a couple of drinks in it. So like I said, when you're having a good time and you're first meeting somebody, you may ask foolish questions. One of the questions you probably don't want to say to a woman the first time you meet her is, "Oh, hey, how you doing, man?" "Oh, yeah, no. My name's Carl. I'm Capu Crazy." And I'll say, "Oh, right, yeah, I know, right? I'm so great, right? I just had a question. Could you get my trunk?" Another situation that tends to come up in these kind of scenarios when you meet ladies. I used to do a lot of shows when I first got here, do a lot of performances. I had a great performance on stage. I had rocked it out. Everybody was screaming. It was turned up. And there was these group of girls in front of me that were like, "Ah, ah, ah." And when I was done, they screamed for 3 to 5 minutes afterwards. I mean, I was Michael friggin' Jackson without the lawsuits. "Ah, ah." And then what I did as a brilliant entertainer, I was feeling myself. So I'm like, nothing like that. And then I heard the girls screaming, and then I stepped up to them, and I was like, "Touch me." Yeah. They immediately was like, "Ah!" Now, another portion of this is, what are the kind of things that you don't say to a man the first time you meet? "Oh, yo, what's up, dog? Oh, man, yo, nice to meet you, fam. Cool. Right. We drinking, this, that, and the third." Now, if you're in Los Angeles, sometimes after you meet somebody, you may be wondering some things, and they may be a little flamboyant or not. But a question that you should probably never ask someone the first time you meet him if he's a man is, "Oh, dog, man, hey, having a great time, right? Yo, should we party?" I'm like, dude, I got a question for you. Are you a top or a bottom? Another question. Guys, once again, we're kind of stupid. Sometimes people say silly things. Might be a lady, might be a man. You never know what you're dealing with, especially in Los Angeles, especially in West Los Angeles. You never want to really just be hanging out, like, "Dang, dude, oh. And they might be kicking it. They might be playing with something. They might be having a good time. Maybe they're playing a little sport. Maybe they're throwing stuff. But the question you should probably never ask them is, "Oh, man, yeah, that's a good throw. Yo, fam, I see you nice with it. I see you nice with the rock. Yo, what them balls do?" I'm an African American. And of course, sometimes you meet people from other races. They really don't know what's going on. I don't know if you noticed. I am an African American. So I've heard similar things to this, right? You wouldn't believe it. And some people, I don't know if they mean it or not, but these are the kind of things that you may hear, either from an idiot or maybe they're just trying to be funny. Once again, innocent and not so innocent. So, white guy Mark's walking down the street, like, hey, dude. And I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? Yo, Carl, hey, what's happening, Carl? Hey, bro, don't worry about it, dog. We cool. This, that, and the third. Me and him start kicking it. I don't know if you ever hung out with a lot of Caucasians. For some reason, they have a lot of money and get you really drunk. So you guys start bonding, right? We're joking. Just that and the third. We're hanging out. All this kind of stuff. And one of the first questions that you don't want to say, and this is a real one I got from a guy. I kind of laugh at it myself. But one of the first things that you don't want to say to a black man the first time you meet him, or if you're hanging out with him the first time, is, hey, yeah, Carl, we're having a good time. Hey, Carl, I got a question. I'm just like, yeah, what, Ken? Carl, how come black guys talk to every woman they see? Another thing that you may not want to say to someone, whether this is a joke or not, because like I said, people get nervous and sometimes they try to be funny or try to make you feel like they kind of get it, or maybe they're just screwing with you a little bit, trying to see if maybe you really like them or not. Here's another one you may not want to ask. So once again, partying with Ken, partying with the boys, getting drunk, smoking a little of this. If you're hanging with some non-African Americans, it might even, you know what I'm saying? So they get real riled up. And they always, ask you crazy questions and whatnot. Oh man, Carl, yeah, I know it kind of sounds weird, but do you mind if I call you boy? Another one that you probably don't want to say when you're first meeting an African American, especially if he's 6'4" and fairly dangerous and from Philly, like me. So we're kicking it, we meet our new friends, we're hanging out. You might have known this person for a while. This person might even get into businesses, right? And it's like, man, dude, oh man. So they want to ask you a question. Hey, Carl, man, just bought some land, some farmland. I got some stuff growing. Wonder if I need your help. No, word? Oh, yeah, no problem. Like, what you talking about? Like, you need help with something, machines, the accounting, or what, right? He's like, no, Carl, I was wondering. I got a real big section of cotton, and I was wondering if you could help me pick it. That is the end of that particular portion. I don't know if it was funny or not, but I gotta kick these videos out, and that's some stuff I had in my mind. Don't ask people stupid questions. That's the point of this. Think about what you ask people when you first meet them, your first hangout, especially if you are of diverse races. Sometimes you can just try to be innocent, just trying to be funny. I was just trying to be funny, bro. And next thing you know, pow! Right in the kisser. So that's section 1 of Capu Crazy 18, innocent, but not so innocent.